Hello everyone. So let's continue with our discussion on chapter vectors. We have completed the theory for dot product and we will be completing exercise 10.3 in this lecture. So vector algebra. And our first question is, let's see. Okay, find the angle between two vectors A and B. So उनके magnitudes given है, उनका dot product given है. Okay. So magnitude of A vector is √3. Magnitude of B vector is 2 and A dot B vector given है, which is a scalar product, so it's just a number, it is 6. Okay, so angle कैसे निकालेंगे? We'll use the basic formula for our dot product. A dot B is nothing but length of A, so magnitude of A, magnitude of B into cosine of the angle between them, right, into cos theta, right? So just a second, it is giving some problems. I can restart this. Okay, so cos theta. So we can find now cos theta, which will be equal to A dot B divided by magnitude of A into magnitude of B. So let's put in all the numbers. So we have cos theta equal to √6 divided by √3 into 2. So √3 cancel किया तो ऊपर क्या बचेगा? √2 बचेगा and we get cos theta is equal to 1 by √2. And we can now find our theta. We know theta belongs to 0 to pi and positive है तो it must be in first quadrant and theta is pi by 4. Okay, so our angle is 45 degree. The angle between two vectors is 45 degree. Okay, so let's move to our next question. So find the angle between these two vectors. So again we will use the same definition, but this time we have vector given in the component form. So let's say A vector is I cap minus 2j cap plus 3k cap. B vector is 3I cap minus 2j cap plus k cap. The length of A vector is square root of 1 plus minus 2 ka square 4, 3 ka square 9, which is √14. The length of B vector is 9, so 3 square minus 2 ka square 4 and 1 ka square is 1, so this is also √14. Now let's find A dot B vector. A dot B vector. So A dot B vector. So we have to multiply. Okay, so पहले तो पूरा expand करके लिख देते हैं I minus 2j plus 3k dotted with 3I minus 2j plus k. And हम 9 के 9 तो components नहीं लिखेंगे. Will not multiply each term with each term, right? We already have the formula कि a x का component will go with the x का component, so right, so the result will be 1 into 3 and I cap dot I cap is 1, we already know that, right? So plus में minus 2 y component है वहाँ पे and यहाँ पे minus 2 है, plus में 3 into 1, so this is a scalar product. Result is 3 plus 4 plus 3, which is 10. Okay, so cos theta by its definition is A dot B divided by length of A and length of B, right? So we find cos theta is equal to so A dot B is coming out to be 10, right? 10 and length of A is √14, length of B is √14. So cos theta is 10 by 14, which is 5 by 7 cos theta. Okay, theta is cos inverse 5 by 7. So you can match your answers from the back side of the book also. So 10.3. So let's see. 10.3. Pi by 4 and cos inverse 5 by 7. First two questions are correct. Moving to our next question. So, which is third. Okay. Find the projection of this vector on another vector. So, हमने दो मेथड सीखे हुए हैं and I will use the formula projection of A vector on B vector is A vector dotted with B cap. Okay. So A vector हमारे पास क्या given है? I cap minus J cap, because हमें इसका projection निकालना है on B vector. B vector is I cap plus J cap. Let's find mod of B. So magnitude of B vector is square root of 1 square plus 1 square, which is square root 2. Now we can find our B cap. So B cap vector by definition क्या होगा? So B cap vector will be B vector divided by magnitude of B. So we have to divide by root 2. So we will get 1 by root 2 I cap plus 1 by root 2 J cap. And let's find the projection of A on B vector. Right? So A dot B cap. This is also mod A cos theta. Right? Okay. You can prove that always. This is mod A cos theta, projection of A on B. Projection of A on B, and this is equal to, we have to just do dot product of this vector with this vector, right? So this is A vector I minus J, and if you want to write, you can write 0k, right? There is no component of k, and here we have to take dot product with 1 by root 2 I plus 1 by root 2 J, and there is no k component, so 0 times k cap, and we'll multiply x ka component with x ka component there, plus y component, which is minus 1 with 1 by root 2, okay, on there, and 0 with 0. So our scalar product is 1 by root 2 minus 1 by root 2 plus 0, and the result is 0. So projection of this vector on this vector is 0. So when dot product between two vectors is 0, that means two vectors are perpendicular, right? This also means A vector is perpendicular to B vector, or A vector is also perpendicular to B cap, because B cap is the direction of B vector, right? Okay. So and this is the condition for and आप इसको check भी कर सकते हो, right? So if you want to draw your I cap plus J cap vector in XY axis, so I cap plus J cap vector will be in this direction, 45 degree from here. So this will be I cap plus J cap. Let's say this is 1 comma 1, right? Okay, and 1 comma minus 1 pe you will have, so minus 45 degree, so this total angle is 90 degree, right? This is I cap minus J cap. So this is the terminal point 1 comma minus 1, and this is the terminal point 1 comma 1, and these two vectors are perpendicular, and इसका projection उस vector पे क्या होगा? 0 होगा. There will be no projection. Okay, so there will be no shadow of A on B, right? And the shadow का length क्या होगा? 0 होगा. So let's see. Find projection of this vector on the other vector. Okay. So A vector given है I cap plus 3j cap plus 7k cap. B vector given है 7I cap minus j cap plus 8k cap. Let's find length of B. Length of B is square root of 7 square is 49 minus 1 square is 1, 8 square is 64. So 64 plus 54, 114. Okay, so length of B vector is square root of 114. Let's see if we can take something outside of the square root. So 114 2 से डिवाइड करने पे कितना आ रहा है? 57 and then 3 19, so probably nothing is going outside. ठीक है, तो square root of 114, I will leave it as it is. Now let's calculate b cap, क्योंकि हमें क्या निकालना है? प्रोजेक्शन ऑफ a on b. So projection of a vector on b vector, by definition it is mod a cos theta, and if you put all the formulas in, and you will find the shorter formula was a dot b cap, right? तो b cap निकाल रहे हैं. b cap की वैल्यू कितनी है? So I will divide by root 114. So 7 by root 114 I cap minus 1 by root 114 j cap plus 8 divided by root 114 k cap. So I've used the formula. B cap is nothing but b vector divided by magnitude of b. Okay. So let's find this result now. So a vector, which is I cap plus 3 j cap plus 7 k cap, and I have to take dot product with 7 by root 114 I cap minus 1 by root 114 j cap plus 8 by root 114 k cap. And our result is x का component x के साथ गया, तो I will get 1 into 7 by root 114, y का y के साथ 3 into minus 1 by root 114 plus 7 into 8 by root 114. So 7 by root 114 56 by root 114. So 56 plus 4 60 by root 114. Okay. Let's check the answer from the back side of the book. So this is projection of A on B, and अगर rationalize करना हो then we will rationalize the answer. So this is fourth, ठीक है, 60 by root 114. So we will also leave it as it is. Let's move to fifth question. So पहला क्वेश्चन है कि show that each of these vectors is a unit vector, and second question है show that they are mutually perpendicular to each other. So let's say a vector, हमें प्रूव करना है कि all of these are unit vectors. So first vector क्या है? 2 by 7 I cap plus 3 by 7 j cap plus 6 by 7 k cap. तो इसको यूनिट वेक्टर है कि नहीं कैसे प्रूव करेंगे? इसका मैग्नीट्यूड निकाल लेते हैं, एंड दैट इज स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ 2 by 7 square plus 3 by 7 square plus 6 by 7 square. So magnitude of A is coming out to be 4 by 49 plus 9 by 49 plus 36 by 49, and LCM लेने पे this is coming out to be, so 13 and 36, 49 by 49, and which is 1. Okay, so A is a unit vector, right? So you can also call it A cap now, right? Okay, so this you can also call it A cap now. So B vector, the second vector that we have is 1 by 7, so sorry, 3 by 7 I cap minus 6 by 7 j cap plus 2 by 7 k cap. So mod of B, let's calculate it a little faster. So इसका स्क्वायर कितना आ रहा है? 9 by 49 plus 36 by 49, and you see we get the same 49 by 49 as the result. 4 by 49, square root of 49 by 49, which is 1. So this implies B vector is also unit vector. It is a unit vector. So is a unit vector. Let's see C vector now. So C vector by क्या given है? C vector है, third vector है 1/7, so 6/7 I cap, then plus 2/7 and minus 3/7. So plus 2/7 J cap minus 3/7 K cap. So length of C vector is स्क्वायर किया x के कंपोनेंट को 36/49 प्लस 4/49 plus 9/49, which is also square root of 49/49, which is 1. So this implies C vector is a unit vector. Okay, तो हमने first part तो क्वेश्चन का प्रूव कर दिया. These three are unit vector. So now let's prove they are mutually perpendicular. So we will use our definition, right? If P vector is perpendicular to Q vector, it should imply P dot Q must be 0, right? Very very important condition, right? And proof भी बहुत आसान है, right? P dot Q by definition क्या होता है? Mod P mod Q but into cos, and अगर ये perpendicular तो cos 90, right? And cos pi by 2 क्या होता है? 0. So this must be equal to 0, right? Okay. So if P and Q are perpendicular. So we will use this. So यहाँ पे A dot B निकालेंगे कितना आना चाहिए? 0. B dot C निकालेंगे वो कितना आना चाहिए? 0. And A dot C निकालेंगे which should be also 0. So A dot B vector, it is 2, 3 and 6. 2/7 I cap plus 3/7 J cap plus 6/7 K cap dotted with 3/7 I cap minus 6/7 J cap plus 2/7 K cap. So this is coming out to be I cap का component I cap के साथ 2/7 into 3/7 plus 3/7 into minus 6/7 plus 6/7 into 2/7, which is 6/49 minus 18/49 plus 12/49. तो LCM लेने पे ऊपर क्या आ रहा है? 0. So this is 0. Okay. So I get, since A dot B is 0, it implies A vector is perpendicular to B vector. And similarly, you can prove the other two also. So B dot C vector is, so let's take it from here. So 3/7 I cap minus 6/7 J cap. So this is the second vector I'm noting now, and plus 2/7 K cap. इसका डॉट प्रोडक्ट लेना है हमें थर्ड वेक्टर के साथ, which is 6/7 I cap, then plus 2/7 and minus 3/7, so plus 2/7 J cap and minus 3/7 K cap. तो डॉट प्रोडक्ट कितना आ रहा है? सो x का x के साथ 3/7 इंटू 6/7, y का y के साथ minus 6/7 इंटू 2/7 एंड j का j के साथ, सॉरी k का k के साथ, so 2/7 into minus 3/7, which is 18/49 minus 12/49 minus 6/49, which is also 0. So B vector is perpendicular to C vector. तो ये भी हो गया. And last is A and C. So you can take C dot A या फिर A dot C, doesn't matter. So C dot A vector is, so I'm writing C first and taking dot with A. So let's note down C. So 6 by 7, 2 by 7 minus 3 by 7, 6 by 7, 2 by 7 minus 3 by 7, I cap, j cap, k cap. A vector is 2 by 7 I cap plus 3 by 7 j cap plus 6 by 7 k cap. Dot product लेने पे I am getting 6 by 7 into 2 by 7, 2 by 7 into 3 by 7 plus में minus 3 by 7 into 6 by 7, so which is 12 by 49 plus 6 by 49 minus 18 by 49, which is also 0. So C vector is perpendicular to A vector. So from 1, 2, 3, so let me put them in a different color. I can say all three vectors are mutually perpendicular. So let's say this is 3. Let's say this is 2. And this is 1. From 1, 2, and 3, A vector, B vector, and C vector are mutually perpendicular. And one more thing about A, B, and C vector was that they were unit vectors also. So they are like your basic components I cap, j cap and k cap, which are along x, y, and z. So they are also unit vectors and they are also mutually perpendicular. So these three vectors can be used as a basis. So they because they are mutually perpendicular, so these can be used as your axes, right? X axis, y axis, and z axis. So you can call them capital X, capital Y, and capital Z. या फिर x dash, y dash, z dash. So but they are mutually perpendicular and they are unit vectors, so they can be used to construct vectors. So let's move to our next question. So क्वेश्चन बोल रहा है find magnitude of A and magnitude of B vector given these conditions. तो एक condition given है A vector plus B vector dotted with A vector minus B vector is 8. Okay, so let's multiply these two vectors. So I'll get A dot A प्लस में A का डॉट विद माइनस बी, सो माइनस में A डॉट बी प्लस B डॉट A and minus and plus and minus is minus, so minus B dot B, and this is equal to 8. So now let's use our two identities that we know कि A dot A vector क्या होता है, this is magnitude of A square, right? So you can use the property of dot product. So A dot A क्या होगा, magnitude of A into cos 0. So cos 0 is 1, so it will be magnitude of A square. And we also know A dot B is same as B dot A. So this is the second property, so 1 and 2. So let's use these two. And if A dot B is equal to B dot A, so यहाँ पे क्या आएगा, mod A square, right? Let's say this is minus of A dot B, and इसकी जगह मैं क्या लिख रहा हूँ, A dot B, right? And you can see now these two can cancel, and इसकी जगह क्या लिख रहा हूँ, mod B square. Okay, this is 8. So mod A square minus mod B square is 8. Let's see what else is given to us. So we also have another equation. So we also have third equation. So we have magnitude of A is given in the question. It is 8 times magnitude of B. So I'll call this third and I will put it in a box. So from third, A की वैल्यू डाल देते हैं. A की जगह मैं डाल रहा हूँ 8 times magnitude of B. बट मुझे इसका क्या करना है, स्क्वायर करना है, राइट? So we have 64 times magnitude of b square is minus magnitude of b square is 8, and I find 63 times magnitude of b square is 8, and magnitude of b square is 8 by 63. Okay, so 7 9, so we find magnitude of b, इसका square root, right? So it was always positive, right? Magnitude of a vector is always positive, right? So no plus minus. It's just a length. So 8 by 63. So magnitude of b vector So it is 2 root 2 divided by, नीचे से 3 आ गया, root 7. Okay, so 2 by 3 root of 2 by 7. Okay, so what about magnitude of a? So from our third equation, magnitude of a was 8 times magnitude of b. So magnitude of a is 8 into this result, 2 by 3, 2 by 7, and we have कितना है 16 by 3 root of 2 by 7. Okay, so I'll put this in a box and also put this in a box. Let's check our results. So 16 by 3 2 and 2 by 3 root of 2 by 7. Okay, so these are correct results. So let's move to our next question. Oh. So okay, so evaluate this product. Okay, so 3a vector minus 5b vector dotted with twice of a vector plus 7 times b vector. So this is, let's multiply 3a with 2a, so we will get 6 times. So if you want, you can write a little bit more number of steps. So 3a vector dotted with 2a vector, right? देखिए, then 3 को किससे मल्टीप्लाई कर रहे हैं हम, 7b से, बट क्या है बीच में डॉट प्रोडक्ट. सो 3a वेक्टर का डॉट प्रोडक्ट विथ 7b, देन माइनस 5b को हम मल्टीप्लाई कर रहे हैं प्लस में माइनस 5b वेक्टर को हम किससे मल्टीप्लाई कर रहे हैं, 2a वेक्टर से, एंड देन माइनस 5b वेक्टर को हम मल्टीप्लाई कर रहे हैं, डॉट प्रोडक्ट ले रहे हैं किसके साथ, 7b के साथ. ओके, नाउ आई विल यूज अ प्रॉपर्टी कि लैम्डा टाइम्स ए वेक्टर, राइट, का डॉट प्रोडक्ट with some other vector, right? We have done this result. आप lambda बाहर ले सकते हैं, it can be a dot b, right? So let me take, so 3 outside from here, 2 outside from here, so I get 6 and a dot a plus, so I could have written this directly also, right? But 21 a dot b minus 10 b dot a, and we have minus 35 b dot b. So now we again have our two properties जो हमने पिछले क्वेश्चन में भी लिखे थे. A dot a vector is magnitude of a squared and a dot b vector is same as b dot a vector. So I'll put them formulas in the box. So formula 1 and formula 2 and 3, right? So we get result as 6 times modulus of a square, and since these are same, so this will become 17 times a dot b, right? क्योंकि 27 टाइम्स ए डॉट बी माइनस 10 टाइम्स बी डॉट ए की जगह क्या लिखना है, ए डॉट बी, राइट, एंड देन माइनस 35 टाइम्स mod b square. So it is 6 times mod a square plus 17 times a dot b minus 35 times mod b square. Okay. So let's check our result. तो इस क्वेश्चन में और कुछ तो गिवन नहीं है. So 6, 11 and minus 35. So 11 आ रहा है ये रिजल्ट. We'll check this. Oh yes, हमने सिंपल सा एक मिस्टेक कर दिया. So this result is 3 into 7, 21. So this is 21 minus 10 and this is 11, right? So 11. Okay. So let's continue with next question. So find the magnitude of two vectors A and B having same magnitude and such that the angle between them is 60 degree and the scalar product is half. Okay. So first thing given is, let's say magnitude of A is equal to magnitude of B, and let's say it is equal to some number k, right? It is some number k, right? K belongs to real, right? Okay. So, and it will be some positive number, of course, r plus. So angle between them is given. So theta is given to be 60 degree, right? So theta is 60 degree or pi by 3. And their scalar product, so A dot B vector is half. Okay, so let's use this condition. So A dot B, so from this, what can we say? It is by definition mod A mod B cos theta, and this is equal to half. Okay, so mod A कितना होगा? So I can give it value k क्योंकि मैंने इसको define किया k. It is also k and cos of 60 degree pi by 3 is half. But cos pi by 3 कितना होता? Half ही होता है, right? So k square into half is equal to half, and we get k square is 1, and we get k is equal to plus minus 1, but k cannot be minus 1, right? Why? Because k is magnitude, right? Since magnitude of A cannot be minus 1, right? It's positive. So we get k is 1, and this implies magnitude of A is 1 and magnitude of B is 1, right? So you can look into this question also कि if you have any two vectors A, so let's say A vector, and उसके 60 डिग्री पे एक और वेक्टर है जिसका सेम मैग्नीट्यूड है, so इनका resultant will be a vector in this direction, right? Okay. Because you can complete the triangle, right? So complete the quadrilateral, right? So this can be B vector, this can be A vector, and somebody can ask what will be the length of A plus B vector. So ये जो इनका सम है, राइट, इनका जो ये सम है इसका वो कितना है, लेंथ कितना है, A plus B vector कितना है होगा उस केस में. So can we try this question? So extra question, right? We already know दोनों वेक्टर्स का लेंथ सेम है, राइट? गिवन है मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ A is same as magnitude of B, and it's also given the angle ये वाला 60 डिग्री था. So of course this angle will be 120. So but can we add these vectors? So I will leave it as an exercise for now. Okay. Uh, uh, and maybe we will have the same question in your exemplar or in the miscellaneous. And अगर नहीं होगा तो it will be discussed in the J section. So but just think about that. Can you find the sum? Can you find that? So to do such question, maybe you can take very simple coordinates, x y plane पे ले लो दोनों vectors को, ठीक है, and try to find the points and try to add the vectors and see what do you get. Or there are other ways also, but let's continue here. But हाँ, so I'm not asking a plus b vector निकालो, आप निकालो यहाँ पे magnitude of a plus b. ठीक है, can you find magnitude of a plus b? So exercise है find magnitude of a plus b. कितना होगा, right? ठीक है, and let's say both of them are 1, right? Magnitude of a कितना है 1, ये कितना है 1. So can be done. I think आगे क्वेश्चन है क्या ऐसा एक्सरसाइज में? I don't see it here. So I guess I'll do it. So we already know हम magnitude कैसे define कर सकते हैं. Magnitude of any vector can be defined as square root of a dot a. So I'll do the same thing. कि magnitude of a plus b vector will be nothing but square root of a plus b vector dotted with itself, right? And I'm using all the given conditions from this question also कि a dot b कितना है, a dot b कितना है, half है, theta कितना है, 60 degree है, and all those things. So let's use this, and I guess result should be root 3. So I'll get mod a square plus twice of a dot b plus mod b square. So I have written it a little bit faster, but I think you understand मैंने क्यों लिखा है. A dot a will be mod a square, फिर a dot b और b dot a आएगा, which are same, and b dot b is mod b square. Let's put in the value. So 1 plus twice of half plus 1, and we get root 3. Okay. So this is this resultant. So अगर ये 1 है, ये 1 है, correct? So this is also 1. So the resultant is of length root 3. ठीक है, ये जो length है, this is root 3. Okay. So then that can be the second part of this question, right? पहले आपसे पूछे कि आप magnitude निकालो a और b का, तो हमने निकाला that they are 1 and 1, and after that you can solve for the next question. What will be the magnitude of a plus b, right? And that can be the second part of this question. Can be a really good question for school exam. Okay. Moving to next. Let's see. 9th. Find magnitude of x for a is a unit vector. ठीक है, so a vector का magnitude कितना होगा 1, since a is unit vector, right? ठीक है, a is a unit vector. Let's use this. अब अपना condition देखते हैं क्या given है. x vector minus a vector plus में x vector plus में a vector is 12. Okay, so this is a dot product, and dot product का result number आ रहा, ठीक है. So let's multiply and check. So I am getting x dot x plus में x dot a minus a dot x plus a dot a is 12. So these two terms cancel, right? Because a dot b is same as b dot a. So you can replace that, and negative of this will cancel this, and this will be mod x square minus mod a square is 12. So x vector and a vector. So we already know magnitude of a कितना है 1. So this is 1 square. So minus 1 square is 12. So I find magnitude of x squared is 13 and magnitude of x कितना आएगा root 13, not plus minus, not negative, right? ठीक है, magnitude of a is always positive, right? Is always positive. Let's move to next question. So this seems like an important question. कि ये lambda type वाले questions will be very easy once we are done with three-dimensional geometry. But right now, let's see. So a vector, b vector, and c vector given is such that a plus lambda b is perpendicular to c. Find the value of lambda. Okay. So let's find a plus lambda b vector. ठीक है, पहले तो a plus some, so lambda is some real number, right? Okay. So this is nothing but 2i cap plus 2j cap plus 3k cap plus lambda times b vector, which is minus i cap plus 2j cap plus k cap. एंड i के कंपोनेंट्स अगर हम इकट्ठे करें तो i के साथ में आ गया क्या आ रहा है 2 प्लस, सो 2 माइनस लैम्डा, सो दिस इज 2 माइनस लैम्डा. एंड j के कंपोनेंट्स क्या आ रहे हैं 2 प्लस 2 लैम्डा j कैप. एंड k के साथ में क्या आ रहा है 3 प्लस 1 टाइम्स लैम्डा, तो 3 प्लस लैम्डा k कैप. ओके, तो दिस इज a प्लस लैम्डा b वेक्टर. एंड नाउ लेट्स फाइंड. सो क्या गिवन है, a प्लस लैम्डा b वेक्टर is perpendicular to, this is perpendicular to, so I don't need to write, so c vector, right? So what does this imply? This implies a plus lambda b vector का dot product with c vector must be 0, right? This must, at least this much should be clear from all the theory we have done, right? So remember, right? अगर a vector is perpendicular to b vector, this implies a dot b is 0. As simple as that. So let's use this condition. So a plus lambda b vector कितना आ रहा है? So 2 minus lambda I cap plus 2 plus 2 lambda j cap plus 3 plus lambda k cap इस वेक्टर का डॉट प्रोडक्ट विथ सी वेक्टर. एंड व्हाट इज आवर सी वेक्टर? सो क्वेश्चन नंबर 10th में हमारा सी वेक्टर है 3i plus j. ओके, सो 3i plus j and plus 0k, right? So okay, this must be 0. Okay, let's solve this equation. तो i का component i के साथ जाएगा, right? That is the definition of the dot product. So 2 minus lambda will be multiplied with 3 and plus 2 plus 2 lambda into 1 plus 3 plus lambda into 0 must be equal to 0. ये टर्म तो ड्रॉप हो गया and we get 6 minus 3 lambda plus 2 lambda is 0. We get 8 minus lambda is 0 and we get lambda is equal to 8. We can check our answer from the back side of the book. Question number 10th का आंसर है 8. So let's move to 12th question. Sorry, 11th question. So this is a proof type question. सो ओके, सो अगर इसको रीड करने में थोड़ा सा अगर आपको डिफिकल्टी हो रहा है तो जस्ट ऑलवेज इमेजिन, अगर किसी भी चीज़ के बाहर मैग्नीट्यूड लगा है, जस्ट अ नंबर, राइट? लेट्स से इट इज लैम्डा 1, राइट? मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ b इज लेट्स से लैम्डा 2, सो यू कैन रीड इट एज a. So this is not something very difficult, right? So this is just some other vector y, because let's see, a अगर magnitude of a is lambda 1 तो it is lambda times b vector plus lambda 2 times a vector, and you are just adding these, scaling this vector and scaling this vector, and then adding these two, right? So it will resultant will be some other vector, right? Okay. So this is some vector. So we have to show that these two vectors are perpendicular to each other for any two non-zero vectors. Okay. So how can we show any two vectors are perpendicular to each other? So it is the same condition. If a vector is perpendicular to b vector, then it should imply a dot b must be 0. So what we will do is we will calculate. So I will call this vector as c vector. C vector क्या बोल रहा हूँ मैं? A वेक्टर का मॉड्यूलस b वेक्टर प्लस b वेक्टर का मॉड्यूलस into a vector, and I will call the second vector as d vector. So this is magnitude of a into b minus magnitude of b into a. So let's prove. So if c and d are perpendicular, their dot product must be 0. Let's calculate c dot d vector, right? Okay, and if it comes out to be 0, then c vector will be perpendicular to d vector. So c dot d kitna aa raha hai? So it is, let's write magnitude of a into b vector plus magnitude of b into a vector का dot product with magnitude of a into b vector minus magnitude of b into a vector. So अब चार टर्म्स आएंगे. So फर्स्ट टर्म को फर्स्ट टर्म से मल्टीप्लाई किया तो आई विल गेट मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ a स्क्वायर्ड इनटू b डॉट b. फर्स्ट टर्म इनटू सेकंड टर्म से आ रहा है नेगेटिव साइन, फिर मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ a, मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ b, देन वी आर लेफ्ट विद b डॉट a. ठीक है, b डॉट a. देन यहाँ के सेकेंड टर्म और यहाँ के फर्स्ट टर्म से क्या आ रहा है? सो नंबर पहले नंबर इनटू नंबर, राइट? तो पहले आ रहा है प्लस, फिर मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ b इज जस्ट अ नंबर, मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ a इज जस्ट अ नंबर, फिर वेक्टर क्या है यहाँ पे? a का डॉट प्रोडक्ट किसके साथ लेना? b के साथ, तो ब्रैकेट a डॉट b वेक्टर. ओके, नाउ द सेकेंड विद द सेकेंड वन हियर. सो आई हैव मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ b which is magnitude of b square and negative sign, right? इनटू अंदर क्या आ रहा है? a डॉट a. सो a डॉट a. Now let's use our identities कि भाई a डॉट b किसके इक्वल होता है? b डॉट a के. So I will try to remove b dot a from here. ठीक है, and we also know mod a dot a कितना होता है? This is mod of a square. So let's use all these 1 and 2. So from 1 and 2, what I can do is I can find mod a square, and this will be mod b square minus mod a mod b into a dot b. And second term क्या है? So these are just numbers, so I can write mod a first, right? Mod a mod b and a dot b, right? Okay, this is also a dot b, and you can see both of these terms will cancel out, and आखिरी में क्या आ रहा है? mod b square and mod a square. So these will also cancel out, right? Mod a square mod b square minus mod a square mod b square. And please don't forget to put vector signs like me. ठीक है, if you forget them, यहाँ पे मैं आपके मार्क्स कट सकते हैं. So let me put them everywhere, right? ठीक है, ऐसे अगर भूल जाओ तो आखिरी में हर जगह लगा दो, and ध्यान से, right? ठीक है, so and we find these two also cancel, result is 0. So we just found c vector dot d vector, which were these two vectors, is 0. So this implies c vector is perpendicular to d vector, right? Or basically the given two vectors in the question are perpendicular, right? So mod a b vector plus में mod b a vector is perpendicular to mod a b vector minus mod b a vector, right? Or okay, hence proved. So let's move to next question. If A dot A is 0 and A dot B is 0, what can be concluded about vector B? So लेट्स सी, तो ये हो गया डिस्कशन टाइप वाला क्वेश्चन, तो ध्यान से देखेंगे, एकदम से अपने दिमाग में जो आ रहा है वो मत लिख देना, जस्ट लुक इनटू व्हाट इज गिवन एंड राइट सम इक्वेशंस एंड देन कंक्लूड समथिंग, ठीक है। ए डॉट ए इज जीरो, सो बाय डेफिनेशन ए डॉट ए क्या होता है, इट इज मॉड ए into cos 0 which is 1, right? I could have directly written mod a square, right? ठीक है, this is 1, this is 0, so mod a square, right? मैं directly भी लिख सकता हूँ, right? A dot a क्या होता है, mod a square, right? It is 1, it is 0, तो इसका मतलब क्या, magnitude of a is 0, okay? So this implies a is null vector, right? So a vector is null vector, right? ठीक है, a is null vector, okay? So लेट्स सी, अब हमारे पास सेकंड, तो इसलिए हमने इसको इसको मैंने इसको बॉक्स में डाल दिया, ठीक है। अब हमें बी वेक्टर के बारे में कुछ बोलना है, बट हमारे पास गिवन है ये जीरो है, ठीक है। तो ए डॉट बी क्या होगा, ए डॉट बी वेक्टर इज जीरो, सो दिस इज मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ ए इंटू मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ बी एंड द एंगल बिटवीन दीज टू वेक्टर, सो कॉस ऑफ थीटा, जो हमें नहीं पता है थीटा कितना है, राइट, ठीक है, दिस इज जीरो। सिंस ए वेक्टर इज ऑलरेडी जीरो, ठीक है, सिंस ए वेक्टर इज ऑलरेडी जीरो, एलएचएस इज ऑलरेडी जीरो, राइट, ठीक है, सिंस मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ ए इज ऑलरेडी जीरो, सिंस मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ ए इज जीरो, दिस condition is fine, so 0 into any number is 0, right? So this does not mean cos theta or b has to be 0, right? So magnitude of b does not have to be 0, right? Okay, it can be, it can be, but it does not have to be 0, right? Okay, even cos theta does not has to be 0, right? Okay, so what can we tell about b vector? Well, b vector can be any given vector, right? B vector can be any given vector, क्योंकि a क्या है, null vector है, null vector into any vector will of course give you 0, right? ठीक है, you can read it from here also, null vector into b vector is going to give you 0, right? ठीक है, so b vector can be any given vector, but not necessary कि वो भी null vector होगा या उनके बीच में एंगल 90 होगा, ऐसा नेसेसरी नहीं है। So let's see, so b vector can be any vector, right? So let's continue and see next question. So 13th, so a b c are unit vectors, okay? So जैसे हमने नोट किया है इसको, तो मैंने यहाँ लिख दिया उसको, a b c are unit vectors, right? एंड उससे हम क्या कंडीशन लिख सकते हैं, तो उससे हम इक्वेशन लिख लेते हैं कि मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ ए वेक्टर शुड बी 1, मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ बी वेक्टर शुड बी ऑल्सो 1, मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ सी वेक्टर शुड बी 1, ओके। देन गिवन क्या है, ए प्लस बी प्लस सी इज नल वेक्टर, ठीक है, ए प्लस बी प्लस सी इज इक्वल टू नल वेक्टर। हमें निकालना है फाइंड वैल्यू ऑफ ए डॉट बी डॉट सी एंड सी डॉट ए। तो ए डॉट बी डॉट सी एंड सी डॉट ए मुझे कैसे, ये टर्म मुझे कैसे मिल सकते हैं? वेल आई कैन टेक डॉट प्रोडक्ट ऑफ दिस वेक्टर विद इटसेल्फ, ठीक है। सो व्हाट विल बी ए प्लस बी प्लस सी वेक्टर का डॉट प्रोडक्ट विद इटसेल्फ, सो ए प्लस बी प्लस सी, सो दैट इज नल वेक्टर का डॉट प्रोडक्ट विद नल वेक्टर। सो आर एच एस इज 0 एंड एल एच एस क्या आ रहा है? सो यू विल हैव 9 टर्म्स, but hopefully you will be able to condense them to 6 terms, so and you will get terms like a dot a से आपको मिलेगा mod a square, right? b dot b से आपको मिलेगा mod b square, c dot c से आपको मिलेगा mod c square, so vector okay, so and a dot b मिलेगा आपको and b dot a भी मिलेगा and this will become twice of a dot b, right? ठीक है, twice of a dot b। आपको क्या मिलेगा, b डॉट c मिलेगा एंड c डॉट b भी मिलेगा, so they will commute and will become twice of b dot c and you will also get twice of c dot a। so in this I have used, मैंने directly लिखा है. You should write one more step. आप नौ के नौ टर्म लिखो एंड साथ में फॉर्मूला भी लिखो. एंड द फॉर्मूलाज आर a dot a vector is mod a square, and second is a dot b vector is equal to b dot a, right? They commute, and then we will just put what is given to us. Mod a कितना है 1, so 1 square plus 1 square plus 1 square plus twice of the term that we are trying to find, a dot b plus b dot c plus c dot a is 0. So we find a dot b plus b dot c plus c dot a. यहाँ पे आएगा -3 एंड 2 से डिवाइड किया, so -3/2. Okay, so let's go to our next question. So if either a vector is 0 or b vector is 0, then a dot b is 0, but converse need not be true. Justify. So okay, so a vector is null vector, b vector or, right, okay, or b vector is equal to null vector. So then, so it implies a dot b is 0. Okay, क्योंकि one of them is null, right? ठीक है, you can check कि, because proof भी देख सकते हो इसका. Proof is like a dot b, right, is nothing but magnitude of a, magnitude of b into cos of the angle between them. So यहाँ पे दो cases है, right? If magnitude of a is 0, right, so result will be 0 into magnitude of b into cos theta, so which is 0. Okay, then even magnitude of b can be 0, right, because b vector can be also null. So we can find magnitude of a into 0 into cos theta, even then the result is 0. Okay, so this condition is fine. Okay, but इसका reverse is not true. Okay, so this is if and then, right? Okay, so if a dot b is 0, then does this imply magnitude of a is 0? Sorry, a is a null vector or b is a null vector? So उसने null vector के फॉर्म में दिया, ठीक है. So a vector is null or b vector is null. Let's check. So given क्या है? A vector dotted with b vector is 0. So by definition, this is equal to magnitude of a into magnitude of b into cosine of the angle between them. This should be 0. So this implies three things, right? It says magnitude of a must be 0, which implies a is a null vector. Or it implies magnitude of b can be 0, which implies b is a null vector. But it can imply third thing also, right? Or it can imply cos theta is 0. राइट, ए डॉट बी कब 0 आ सकता है? एक और तरीका 0 आने का, राइट, या तो इनमें से कोई एक नल वेक्टर हो, या तो एंगल क्या हो 90 डिग्री, राइट. तो cos थीटा इज 0 मींस थीटा इज π/2, राइट. सो दिस कंडीशन इज नॉट ट्रू, ठीक है, दिस इज फॉल्स. एंड करेक्ट स्टेटमेंट क्या होगा? करेक्ट स्टेटमेंट इज ऑन द राइट साइड, राइट, ठीक है. A dot b can be 0, right? So okay, the correct condition is A dot b can be 0, but इससे क्या होना चाहिए कि या either magnitude of A is 0 या फिर A is a null vector? So it implies A is a null vector, or B is a null vector, or theta is pi by 2. Okay. So our given statement was false. हमने उसको justify किया कि it is not completely true, right? So it can be true. Given, ठीक है. So 15th. So now we have vertices of a triangle. ABC coordinates given. Then find angle ABC. So very good question for school exam. आपको वेक्टर्स निकालने. सो आपके पास 3 पॉइंट्स गिवन है. ए जिसके कोऑर्डिनेट क्या है 1 2 3. आपके पास कोऑर्डिनेट बी गिवन है -1 0 0. आपके पास कोऑर्डिनेट सी गिवन है 0 1 2. वी हैव टू फाइंड एंगल ABC. हमें ये वाला एंगल निकालना है, राइट? सो टू फाइंड दिस एंगल आई विल ट्राई टू कैलकुलेट 2 वेक्टर्स. तो अगर मैं BC वेक्टर कैलकुलेट कर लूं एंड BA वेक्टर कैलकुलेट कर लूं, देन आई कैन फाइंड द एंगल बिटवीन दीज 2 वेक्टर्स, राइट, यूजिंग डॉट प्रोडक्ट. सो व्हाट इज, तो हमें निकालना एंगल ABC, राइट? करेक्ट. सो व्हाट इज BA वेक्टर? सो B to A, फाइनल पॉइंट क्या है A. सो BA वेक्टर इज, फाइनल पॉइंट है A, सो फाइनल माइनस इनिशियल, सो 1 + 1 I कैप प्लस में J कैप के साथ क्या आ रहा है? सो 0 - 2 J कैप प्लस 0 - 3 K कैप. सो BA वेक्टर pointing from B to A, फाइनल पॉइंट इज A. कुछ गड़बड़ कर दिया? हाँ, गड़बड़ कर दिया, बिल्कुल गलत है. So final minus initial is the condition, right? So it should be, फाइनल पॉइंट क्या है हमारा? A है. सो A का कोऑर्डिनेट क्या है 1 माइनस B का कोऑर्डिनेट विच इज +1. ठीक है, ये वाला ठीक था. देन 2 - 0 I कैप. यस, एंड फाइनल पॉइंट A है. सो 3 - 0 K कैप. सो BA वेक्टर इज ट्वाइस ऑफ I कैप प्लस ट्वाइस ऑफ J कैप plus 3 times K cap. Now I will calculate BC vector. So BC vector, final point is C. So this is, let's see, 0 + 1 I cap plus 1, Y coordinate 1 है, फाइनल इनिशियल क्या है 0, J cap plus 2 - 0 K cap, and this is I cap. So 1 I cap plus J cap plus 2 K cap. ओके. सो हमें क्या मिल गया? BA वेक्टर एंड BC वेक्टर. सो how can we calculate now the angle between them? With the simple definition of dot product. So BA vector dot BC vector should be equal to mod of BA vector into mod of BC vector into cos theta, and we can find the angle. All we need to do is find the length of BA vector and BC vector and find the dot product. So what is this length of BA vector? Length of BA vector is square root of 4 plus 4 plus 9, so root 17. Length of BC vector is square root of 1 plus 1 plus 4, which is root 6. And what is BA vector dot BC vector? BA vector dot BC vector is 2 I cap plus 2 j cap plus 3 k cap dotted with I cap plus j cap plus 2 k cap, which is 2 into 1 plus 2 into 1 plus 3 into 2, which is 2 plus 2 plus 6, which is 10. Okay, let's put in all the numbers here. So dot product का result क्या आ रहा है? 10. Length of BA vector is root 17. Length of BC vector is root 6 and cos theta. So very simple, right? अगर आपको किसी भी दो अब आप ये इसको सिर्फ वेक्टर्स में नहीं, आप इसको 2 डायमेंशनल ज्योमेट्री में या फिर you can use it in let's say to find the angle between any two. आपको 2 डायमेंशनल ज्योमेट्री में कोई क्वेश्चन आया, स्ट्रेट लाइंस का क्वेश्चन आया, राइट? सो आपको ये एंगल निकालना, राइट? सो आप स्लोप वाला फॉर्मूला यूज करते थे क्लास 11th में, राइट? कि थीटा वाज tan इनवर्स मॉड्यूलस के अंदर m1 माइनस m2 डिवाइडेड बाय 1 प्लस m1 m2. So now you can use this result also कि आप ये वाला वेक्टर निकाल लीजिए, I and J में ये वाला वेक्टर निकाल लीजिए and you just find dot product and length of these vectors and divide it to find cos theta also. So इससे भी आप एंगल निकाल सकते हो. This is another way to solve questions from straight line from last year. So cos theta is 10 divided by 17 into 6. Okay, so LCM लेना है कि नहीं? So we'll check the answer from the back side of the book. So they have not taken the LCM, so 102. So we'll also leave the answer as it is. कि theta is cos inverse of 10 by 102. Okay. So अगले क्वेश्चन पे जाते हैं. Sixteenth question. We have to show that these 3 points are collinear. So collinearity के लिए we'll use triangle. If A, B, C are collinear, then sum of two shorter sides must be equal to the third side, right? Okay. So right, A, B and C, right? So A plus B must be equal to C, something like this. So let's find now AB vector. AB vector कितना आ रहा है? फाइनल माइनस इनिशियल से 2 minus 1 I cap plus 6 minus 2 j cap plus 3 minus 7 k cap. So this is I cap minus 4 j cap minus 4 k cap. AB vector. Let's find BC vector. BC vector is B to C. So which is फाइनल माइनस इनिशियल से कितना है? सो फाइनल पॉइंट है C, 3 minus 2 I cap प्लस में 10 minus 6 j cap प्लस minus 1 minus 3 k cap. So BC vector is I cap plus 4 j cap minus 4 k cap. Let's find AC vector now. So final point C. So 3 minus 1 I cap plus 10 minus 2 j cap plus minus 1 minus 7 k cap. So AC vector is 2 I cap plus 8 j cap minus 8 k cap. एंड लेट्स फाइंड द मैग्नीट्यूड्स नाउ. ये मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ ए बी कितना आ रहा है? दिस इज स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ 1 plus 16 plus 16, which is square root of 33. Magnitude of BC is square root of 1 plus 16 plus 16, which is square root of 33. Magnitude of AC is 4 plus 64 plus 64. So 128, 132. And if I take 2 outside, so 4 से divide किया इसको, so 33 is left inside. And you can check magnitude of AB plus magnitude of BC. It is root 33 plus root 33, which is 2 root 33, which is magnitude of AC. So A, B, C are collinear, right? So A, B, C are collinear. Otherwise triangle inequality will hold sum of two sides must be larger अगर collinear नहीं है otherwise. ठीक है? So अगर collinear है तो they will be equal. Triangle है तो sum of two sides will be larger than the third side. So this one was done. 16th हो गया था. 17th. Show that these vectors form the vertices of the right angle triangle. तो ये क्या given है? Vectors given नहीं है. ठीक है, ये मतलब side वाले vectors given नहीं है, right? These are position vectors of your 3 points, right? Yeah, should we read this again? Let's see. Show that these vectors form the vertices, right? These are the vertices of the right angle triangle. ठीक है, so एक vertex ये रहा. Vertex मतलब अगर ये point A है तो ये अगर vertex का vector given है तो this is the position vector from with respect to origin, right? This is origin and this is OA vector, right? Let's say OA vector is 2i cap minus j cap plus k cap, and this implies what? This implies coordinates of A are 2 minus 1 and 1, right? Okay. Then let's say OB vector, this is the second वाला जो आपका कोऑर्डिनेट है, उसके लिए आपके पास क्या गिवन है? इसका वर्टेक्स का के लिए वेक्टर क्या गिवन है हमारे पास? I minus 3j minus 5k. So coordinates of point B are 1 minus 3 and minus 5. So because this is 0 0 0, right? Okay. So and let's say C. So OC vector given है 3i cap minus 4j cap minus 4k cap. So coordinates of C are 3 minus 4 minus 4. And now comes our second question here कि अब इसको ट्राइंगल को राइट एंगल कैसे प्रूव करें, राइट? सो लेट्स फाइंड नाउ वेक्टर्स, दीज वेक्टर्स ए बी वेक्टर निकालना पड़ेगा, बी सी वेक्टर निकालना पड़ेगा, ए सी वेक्टर निकालना पड़ेगा. सो आई मार्क दिस क्वेश्चन इंपॉर्टेंट. इन सब के लेंथ मत निकाल देना है ना, इन सब के लेंथ निकाल के पाइथागोरस थ्योरम मत करना, राइट? यू फर्स्ट फाइंड ए बी वेक्टर. ए बी वेक्टर कितना आएगा? ए बी वेक्टर कोऑर्डिनेट्स ऑफ बी में से कोऑर्डिनेट्स ऑफ ए सब्ट्रैक्ट किए, सो 1 माइनस 2i कैप प्लस माइनस 3 प्लस 1j कैप ए टू बी. सो फाइनल पॉइंट क्या है? बी. सो फाइनल पॉइंट माइनस इनिशियल पॉइंट, सो माइनस 1k कैप. एंड और यू कुड हैव डन ए बी वेक्टर किसके इक्वल होगा? ओ बी माइनस ओ ए, राइट? ठीक है, और You could have done OB minus OA from triangle law. You can look into this triangle. OB vector किसके equal है? OA vector plus AB vector. तो AB vector is OB minus OA. But yeah, I'm using the coordinates. So minus I cap, minus 2j cap, minus 6k cap. Let's find BC vector now. BC vector is B to C, so final point is C, so 3 minus 1 I cap plus minus 4 plus 3 j cap plus minus 4 plus 5 k cap. This comes out to be 2 I cap minus j cap plus k cap. AC वेक्टर, तो हमने क्या निकाल लिया? BC निकाल लिया. अब AC निकाल रहा हूँ. AC वेक्टर, so A to C, final point is C. Okay, so just a second. Yeah, final point is C. So 3 minus 2 I cap plus minus 4 plus 1 j cap plus minus 4 minus 1 k cap. So this simplifies to I cap minus 5 नहीं minus 3 j cap minus 5 k cap. Now let's calculate the length of each of these vectors. So magnitude of AB is nothing but square root of minus 1 square, which is 1, minus 2 square, which is 4, minus 6 square, which is 36. It is square root of 41. Magnitude of BC is square root of 4 plus 1 plus 1, which is root 6. Magnitude of AC is square root of 1 plus 9 plus 25, which is root 35. Let's square and add the two shorter sides. So what is BC square plus AC square? So which is 6 plus 35, which is 41, and magnitude of AB square is also 41, right? Root 41 square, right? 41. So we find AB square, which is the hypotenuse, is equal to BC square plus AC square. So अगर हमारा hypotenuse AB है, so triangle ABC is right angled at C, right? Okay. So triangle ABC is right angled at C. अच्छा, अगर क्वेश्चन में यही गिवन होता कि प्रूव दैट ABC is right angle triangle but at C, तो there will be an alternative method to do the question. ठीक है, alternate method. तो क्वेश्चन में गिवन होता है प्रूव दैट इट इज राइट एंगल ट्राइंगल एट सी. सो अगर हमारा ट्राइंगल राइट एंगल एट पॉइंट सी, सो तो सी ए वेक्टर इंटू का डॉट प्रोडक्ट विद सी बी वेक्टर मस्ट बी जीरो, राइट? ठीक है, तो और यू कैन से बी सी वेक्टर, राइट, डॉटेड विद, क्योंकि बी सी वेक्टर विल बी परपेंडिकुलर टू ए सी वेक्टर, राइट? देयर डॉट प्रोडक्ट मस्ट बी जीरो, राइट? ठीक है, alternate method. So let's find BC vector dot AC vector. Let's see. So BC vector कितना? 2i minus j plus k. So 2i minus j plus k, and we have to take the dot product with AC vector, which is I minus 3j minus 5k. I minus 3j minus 5k. अगर ये जीरो आया इसका मतलब क्या? दीज टू वेक्टर्स आर परपेंडिकुलर, तो एंगल सी कितना? 90. So let's check that. 2 into 1 प्लस में -1 into -3 प्लस में 1 into -5 which is 2 -3 -5. क्या गड़बड़ हो गया कुछ? So let's check that again. So this is +3, I'm sorry, right? -1 into -3, this is plus. This is 5 minus 5, which is 0. So this implies BC vector is perpendicular to AC vector, right? And angle C is right angle. Okay. So हाँ, बट इसमें आपको मेंशन होना चाहिए, राइट, कि कौन सा वाले वर्टेक्स को आपको प्रूव करना है कि वो प्रूव करो कि ये वाला जो वर्टेक्स है 90 डिग्री. देन यू कैन कंस्ट्रक्ट टू वेक्टर्स फ्रॉम दैट वर्टेक्स एंड उनका डॉट प्रोडक्ट भी लेके देख सकते हैं. बट हमने कैसे किया? सिंपली पाइथागोरस थ्योरम से. बट हाँ, सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट इसमें बात क्या थी? जो 3 पॉइंट्स गिवन थे, दोज वर नॉट दीज वेक्टर्स. ए बी बी सी और ए सी वेक्टर नहीं थे, वर्टाइसेस के कोऑर्डिनेट्स थे, राइट? ये वर्टाइसेस के कोऑर्डिनेट्स, दैट जस्ट सिंपली मींस कि आपके पास वर्टेक्स के वर्टेक्स, अगर आपके पास पोजीशन वेक्टर गिवन है वर्टेक्स के, राइट? इफ यू हैव लेट्स सी हियर, या अगर आपके पास पोजीशन वेक्टर गिवन है वर्टेक्स के, देन यू हैव टू स्टिल कैलकुलेट ए बी वेक्टर. आपके पास कोऑर्डिनेट्स गिवन है, आप वेक्टर निकालिए, नहीं तो यू कैन यूज द ट्राइंगल लॉ आल्सो. सो इन दैट सेंस दिस क्वेश्चन इज अ लिटिल बिट difficult and good for schools exam. People generally do not calculate these vectors and they make mistakes. So let's move to our last question of this exercise and say, let's see. So this is just an MCQ and क्या result रहेगा इसका? So if a vector is a non-zero vector of magnitude A. Okay, so A vector is a non-zero vector. So magnitude of A vector given and this is some A. And lambda is a non-zero scalar. So lambda times A vector is a unit vector F. So lambda times A vector is a unit vector, right? Okay. Given है unit vector. तो यूनिट वेक्टर का डेफिनेशन क्या होता है? इसका मैग्नीट्यूड कितना होगा? 1. सो लैम्डा टाइम्स ए वेक्टर का मैग्नीट्यूड कितना होगा? 1 होगा. and lambda is just a number, it will go outside into magnitude of A is 1. So that implies lambda into A, this is from 1, right? So this is 1. So from 1 is 1. So हमें lambda की वैल्यू मिल गई. Lambda is 1 by A. एंड सो स्केलिंग करने में बाहर क्या आएगा? मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ लैम्डा बाहर आएगा, राइट? तो दिस इज सॉरी मॉड्यूलस, राइट? क्योंकि लैम्डा अगर मैं स्केलिंग -2 से कर रहा हूँ, इवन देन 2 विल गो आउटसाइड, राइट? क्योंकि लेंथ इज ऑलवेज पॉजिटिव. तो यहाँ पे क्या आएगा? मॉड एंड मॉड, ठीक है? एंड देन वी कैन से ए कितना है? द ऑप्शन डी मस्ट बी करेक्ट, राइट? ए इज इक्वल टू 1 बाय मैग्नीट्यूड, सॉरी मॉड्यूलस. तो दिस इज मॉड्यूलस, राइट? ठीक है, क्योंकि लैम्डा इज जस्ट अ नंबर, राइट? मॉड. ओके. So that completes this exercise and I'll see you in the next one where we learn cross product, and of course notes will be available below the video. Thank you.